So when I was 14, I got my working papers and a job at Kate and Abby's Daily Bread Bakery in South Orange, New Jersey. I think, South Orange person I heard? Yes, all right. And when I got my first check, I ran to my father in outraged confusion because I had done the math and I had earned more than what was in that check. So my father looked at the stub and then he began to decode the lines of gibberish that I'd blown past in the stub. And he explained to me that these were the taxes that I owed. And then he said something that stuck. My dad said that taxes are the price we all pay to live in the kind of community, the kind of state, and the kind of nation that meets our needs and reflects our values. The kind of place where any child can get a quality public education, where the roads are safe, where the trains run on time, where sick and elderly people can get care, where any of us can trust a safety net to catch us if we fall, and where anyone with hard work has the opportunity to prosper. My father said that taxes are the way all of us invest in the systems that make this kind of place possible. And I see a very clear path from that conversation to this lectern, where I stand before you this morning as Director of External Affairs for New Jersey Policy Perspective, a nonprofit, nonpartisan think and do tank that for 20 years has been driving the kind of public policy that ensures our shared resources are fairly and responsibly stewarded, that expands opportunity for all, and makes sure that prosperity is widely shared. My name is Carly Rothman Siditsky, and it's my privilege to welcome you this morning to Progress 2017. Now, we are here this morning because the society that my father described is in serious trouble. Even before the Trump administration put our state budget, our health care, and the safety of our immigrant loved ones and neighbors at risk, this state was speeding fast and hard toward a financial crisis. 6 years after the end of the Great Recession, our sputtering economy is leaving working families in the dust. And the tattered safety net is letting too many of the people who need it most to slip through. Meanwhile, systematic disinvestment in the systems that mean most to our state's future, our roads, our rails, our institutions of higher learning, have left this state a fixer-upper. Our last best hope for a turnaround is the governor that we will elect this year. And the consequences of this election will be felt far beyond New Jersey, because New Jersey is one of just 2 states choosing a new governor this year. So the choices that we all make in this election will be felt across the country and widely read as a bellwether for the 2018 midterms. This is why we are here today. It's time for New Jersey to face the facts about our financial and economic challenges so that we can get behind the strategies that will put us in a better place and move us forward. Because the facts do still matter if we make them matter. And that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to start with a panel this morning on facing the facts in our financial crisis, led by my boss and our president, Gordon McInnes. We're then, yes, please. We're then going to break for breakout sessions on healthcare, raising revenue, economic development that makes sense for New Jersey, immigration, and what did I leave off? Something important, but the agenda is in your packet. And we'll be talking about the strategies that will really move the state forward. We'll be back here after lunch to talk about what we can all do in this so-called post-fact world to make sure the facts matter, not just in this gubernatorial race, but beyond. If you have questions for the panelists in that section, I encourage you to tweet them to @NJPolicy or email them to info@NJPP throughout the morning, and we'll make sure they get asked this afternoon. And finally, this afternoon, we're going to hear from some of the gubernatorial candidates themselves, presenting their visions for our state's future. We are honored to be joined this morning by Heather McGee, president of Demos, who will be our keynote speaker. And if she is not detained in DC, we are looking forward to closing out our day today with Bonnie Watson-Coleman, our U.S. Congresswoman from our district in Trenton. We're also honored to be joined today by Governor Florio, who will be closing out our gubernatorial panel, speaking from his experience. Before we get started with the program, I want to just signal to you our hashtag for the day is Progress 2017. It's on your placards in the front. Social media can sometimes feel like a place where facts go to die, but we can change that together, and we can start today by keeping the conversations happening in this hotel going on online. I want to thank our sponsors. So many generous sponsors have joined with NJPP this year, not just for this event, but to help us celebrate the milestone that we are recognizing today and for the rest of the year, which is our 20th anniversary. That's right. A full list of the sponsors who have joined us in celebrating this milestone are in your packets, but I particularly want to thank Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield, the Communications Workers of America, New Jersey, our board chair, June Choi, his board colleague, Lee Gibson, who's here, I know I saw, there she is, and also their fellow board colleague, Jim Parker of Riverview Studios. And I particularly want to acknowledge Jim because in recognition of our 20th anniversary, he and his crew at Riverview Studios produced a beautiful video to honor the progress that we've made together with many of you in the room over the past 20 years. And we are going to share that with you right now.